Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're joining from. I warmly welcome you to our webinar. Thank you for joining while you're here. I would highly encourage you to share this video with your friends and family if you know anyone that you think would benefit from learning about exportation, uh, particularly from the continent of Africa to the United States. I would encourage you to share this video. Kindly share this video with friends and family, with your colleagues, and also you should follow my channel because I'll be doing a lot of video of this nature, so you would not miss anything, and also turn on the notification bell as well. All right, so we shall get started shortly. So take time out to share this video, to like, to follow, and to turn on your notification bell while we wait for everyone. And of course, when you do that, you can write in the chat where you're joining from. I'm particularly happy to have you here. It's going to be very exciting section. So I want you to be excited as well, and I want you to have expectation because expectation brings, transformation. When you're expectant, you get transformation. So I like to hear from you. Drop your comment in the chat. I'm actually looking at the YouTube channel myself on this side, so I'll be looking at your comment. So when you see me look to the left, I'm looking at your comment. So take time out to drop your comment, like the video, share the video, also follow and follow my channel, and also turn on your notification bell. All right, so let me see. Let's get started. We're going to do 30 minutes. Afterwards, I'll take 15-minute questions, and then we call it a wrap. Is that a deal? Awesome, 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 awesome. So you may be wondering, who is this person? Who is this dude? What does he know about exportation? My name is Gbenga Omotayo. For those who do not know me, I'm founder and the executive director of the USAfrica Trade and Business Network. I wrote a book on how to start your own business while employed about 10 to 2 years ago. And over the last 6 years, I've been helping entrepreneurs just as yourself and businesses to launch and expand into global market. And this by helping them to leverage digital tools or matchmaking platform, and even events as well. So today, I'm going to be teaching you a 7P framework. It's a 7P framework. However, I know we can't take the entire seven. We might be able to take two or three or four. Whenever we get to 30 minutes, I will stop because I really want to hear from you. I like to take your question. I really want to know what your thoughts are. So I mentioned entrepreneurs like yourself, people in the diasporans looking to expand into Africa, those who are looking to sell their products either here or in Africa. So again, like I said, be sure to like and share this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to do so now so you won't miss out on other great videos that will be popping up on this channel. And take time out to introduce yourself. I like to know who are the folks that I'm dealing with here. All right, so this training is perfect for you if any of this relate to you. If you've ever wondered how come non-Africans are able to get products, buy them from us in Africa, and then they're able to bring them into the US or whatever, or add value to them and they sell them. And then you see a lot of product made from shea butter, from agricultural produce being sold on retail markets, and you can't get your product to the same place. You wonder why, how is that possible? Or maybe you have an export ready product or retail ready product, and you're struggling to find market. So you're in the right place. Maybe you're a business owner and you want to expand internationally as well, and you struggle to do the same. So you are in the right place. So my promise to you is that everything I'm going to teach you is not going to be theory, it's going to be practical. I'm going to reference one or two things and show you websites and places that you can go to make this happen for yourself, you know. So I will give you as many secrets and nuggets that I know that will help you. So all I ask you to do is to keep an open mind. And of course, I want you to take notes. Take as many notes as possible. It would really, really be helpful to you. Is that a deal? All right. So, in the vast landscape of international trade, one destination that stands out among the rest is the United States. The United States, with its diverse consumer base and thriving economy, and it's no wonder that business worldwide are eager to tap into the lucrative market. And of course, Africa is no exception. So, with Africa's abundant resources and the increasing demand for organic and ethical sourced products, I believe is the time. The timing is right for you to key into this market. And of course, the disruption of traditional supply routes, like in China, and the rise in health conscious consumers have really opened up new opportunities for African entrepreneurs, people with products, raw materials that you can source in Africa and export them out. So, what does this mean for you? What it means for you is you have the potential to earn more money, not in your local currency, but in foreign exchange, foreign earnings, improve your financial independence. And so I just want to encourage you to take the time out to listen. And I know exportation can be a little bit, tough, but nothing is easy, right? So you have to endure, you have to focus, and you have to continue to do this. So we're going to cover today, like I said, the 7P framework. I may not be able to do all of the 7P framework. Whatever I'm able to do, it's all well and good. So success in export to the US requires more than ambition. And I'm sure you know that by now. Demands a deep understanding of the American consumer product and preferences. You have to understand what people are looking for. The fact that your product is doing well in Africa does not mean that it's going to do great in the US. So, knowing your product and understanding the market preferences is crucial. In other words, your export ready product is unique. It should be of high quality. I'm sure you know that. It should be appealing to the US market. So you must ask yourself key questions about your products. Is there a demand for your products? So you're going to ask yourself, is there a demand for your product? Can you supply US buyers with commercial volumes on reliable timelines? People will be like, why that question? Of course, I want to supply. That's all I want to do. But it would amaze you to know that one of the reasons why buyers don't want to buy from Africans is that we cannot meet demand. We cannot meet demand at the quality. So you may be wondering why I brought it up, but that's the reason. So ask yourself, can I get this product at this quality and be able to meet demand? And if I need to scale, can I scale? There's nothing as worse as you getting a contract to supply a particular product and you cannot sustain it at the quality that is expected. So that's a very good question you have to ask yourself. Now, you need to also ask yourself, will this meet consumer expectation? And perhaps most importantly, will it be profitable to you? You're not going to believe this. A lot of people have products they're selling, but they're selling at a loss because they didn't crunch the numbers, they didn't calculate the numbers very well. They're supplying outrightly, but the margin is so little. The whole idea of doing this is so you can be profitable. So you need to ask all of these questions. And then if the answer is yes, then you're in business. So that takes me to my number one key framework, which is the product. The product, the product, the product. The very first thing that is required of you, if you want to succeed in this business, is to work on your product. I'm sure you already have an idea. Work on your product, work on the goods, because success in exporting requires more than just thinking about it. You have to make sure that your export or retail ready product is unique, is of high quality, and is appealing to the buyers, you know. And some of the factors you need to consider when thinking of what product to export is vast, but I'm just going to run through them. Uh, are they organic? Because you can use that to sell. All natural, all organic. Those are magic words. FDA allows you to use the word all natural. You do not need to prove that it's all natural. And you can do that. And with a little bit of certification, you can place a label of all organic on your product. Those are magic words that you put on your product, people want to buy that. Think about the superfoods. Everybody is gravitating towards those superfoods. Think about those healthy teas like ginger, moringa. These things are continuing to be popular. It's been out there, but it continues to be popular. People are making them into all sort of products. They're making them into gummy bears. They're making them into something you can just snack on. People are just doing awesome with this product. What about the food product that Africans are naturally known to love, like the cassava, beans, the rice, and all of that? What about beauty products, shea butter, black soap, essential oils, and all of that? And of course, to reduce your overhead, you need to go with something that is light, something that is not too heavy, because when you think logistics, you want to export them, the more heavier, the more money it costs you. So you can think something that is light, and of course, you can think about just one product, so you don't get overwhelmed. Think about one product, so you don't get overwhelmed, right? So these are many other factors you need to consider. Think about a product that is on the AGOA list. Now you don't have to pay for tariff, you know. There's so many factors that you need to consider. But I think you get the point about the product, right? So I'm gonna say this, that you can quote me anywhere. Knowing your products and having a deep understanding of American consumer needs and preferences is crucial. So when you are able to produce product the market wants with access to platform to reach buyers and consumers, and you now have a framework and a system that has been mostly automated, I can guarantee you that you will become successful in this journey. Take a moment to think about that. And so I'm going to move on to the two tools that would help you to basically understand what consumer is looking for, what are their preferences, how can I know what the US market is looking for, where is this demand coming from, where is this opportunity coming from. I'm going to talk about two tools there. The first one is the ITC Export Potential Map. The link is right there. It's free, right? This map basically identify products and market and supplier. It matches them and identifies where there are unrealized potential. If I have the time, if I take you to this platform, just by following 1, 2, 3 steps, you'll be shocked where there are opportunities, where market is craving for what we have. And where because your success begins from knowing if what you have has a demand, and if the market is looking for what you have. So this tool is going to help you to do just that. Step one, you just go to the website, which is right there. You can even Google it, right? When you're on the homepage, you just see a very user-friendly interface. Scroll down to the bar where it says spot opportunities for, and then there's a drop down. Type or select your country of origin. In this case, you can do Ghana, Nigeria, whatever. Let's say you are in Ghana, plotting Ghana, right? Maybe you want to export cocoa and you're looking for market. Then step two, you need to identify your target market. right? So where you've selected your country, you can click on explore products, you see a larger windows, then you can select your market. Under e-market, you can select the country you're targeting. In this case, it will be the United States, right? Then you don't select a product. You see all the product comes up. But in this case, you want to target maybe cocoa, right? Because I said that my uncheck everything, select cocoa, click search, boom. You see the entire potential of cocoa exportation from Ghana to the United States. You see how much has been earned, how much potential has been filled, and what is left, right? So because of time, I only have 30 minutes. It's very simple, intuitive. You can do this yourself, right? Now, I'm going to take you to another tool. The second tool I want to talk about is the Global Trade Help Desk. This is a this kind of simplifies your market research because you can't run away from doing your research if you really want to do this in a sustainable way, right? It kind of help you by providing detailed information about imports, about market dynamics, about the tariff, the regulatory requirements, and potential buyers. All of this in one place, everything in just one place, so you can discover a world of trade opportunities, right? And when you combine these two tools, when you deploy them, it would help you to understand the needs and preferences of your target market and the product that you need to focus your attention on. When you get your products right, it may take you 2, 3 years. When you do your due diligence, I tell you, that's all you need. That's all you need. And there are other tools like maybe Google Trend, all of these tools, Google Keyword Search Planner and all of that. You can use all of them, but I'm just going to focus on these two for now. And before I move on to my second piece framework, I want to talk about product adaptation. See, when you utilize these tools, they will assist you, to understand consumer and product preferences, like I said. But it would also help you to customize your product to meet those preferences. That's product adaptation. Because you cannot most of the time sell a product that is doing well in your home country, anywhere, even in shopping mall, with the same standard in the US. You have to recognize the change in consumer preferences. And there's a lot of them. Packaging materials, you have to translate whether you're from a French speaking country or even if you're English speaking country, there's still a lot that you need to change in your packaging and labeling, right? You have to you have to look at the words, right? Um, you have to make sure they conform to local taste, right? What about transparent packaging? If you're packaging food items, it's given. FDA does not require that, but it's given that if I'm buying anything, let me be able to at least see what's inside. Let a portion of your packaging be transparent enough for me to see what's on the other side, right? That's one. What about clear description? What about using pounds instead of using pounds and ounces instead of using kilograms? What's the other one? I can't remember. So these are just some of the things that I want you to consider. Let me quickly go to my number two piece framework. These are the people and places. You need to understand the people. You need to understand the people and the place, which is the market you're selling to. Is very crucial. Where can I find them? And I will tell you why you need to understand the people and the places. The place in this sense is talking about what part of the US should I focus on? Where do we have port of entry that gives low barrier to bringing product in? New Jersey, New York, Atlanta, Maryland. For example, Maryland, if you're bringing food product to the US, Maryland is tough, right? So what people do is they go through New York, but then you have to still hire a truck to take it from New York to Maryland. But then it saves you a lot of headache. They're lenient, they understand our African product in New York. So because those on the other side they don't understand and they just say they're not going to let it in. On this side they understand. So there are factors you need to consider. Where are the people buying more? Where do I have more Africans in the US? You see, all of the where do we have the population to back it up? So that's why you need to understand the places. And for this one, you do not have to do the work yourself. I can just tell you, just I'll get there and I'll show you how you can do all of this. You don't have to do all. What about the target audience? There are three of them that I will recommend. I will ask you to go with the lowest hanging fruit. The lowest hanging fruit among them is the African immigrant like me. Before I moved to the US, I buy gari, cassava, black soap, uh, coconut oil, all sort of African product. I'm used to them already. So you do not need to market too much for me before I buy them. And I buy them a lot. And it's not just me, my children, they're consuming them. We have so many second generation African immigrants growing in the US. They also consuming what we consume because the parents consume them, they also consume them. So um you have this US angle. And what are you doing with your friends and families? The ones that are in the US, the ones that comes home and they go back all the time. What are you doing with them? What are you doing with their co-workers? Non-Africans, they go crazy with our apparel, with our clothing. They want, I tell you, all the time people ask me, oh, where can I get it? I want to buy. They want to try our product because the continuous exposure to our YouTube videos, comedy, you'll be surprised how many of these people watch our comedy show, comedy on YouTube. You know, Emanuela, my non-African colleague, was asking me, "Oh, Emanuela," he said, "This guy's from Philippines." He said, "My kid with the music and all of that." So they're exposing to a product, to my culture. So leverage on your friends and family who are like me, who live in the US. Let them be your agent. Let them be your seller. Let them be the one that goes around for you to find information for you. I'm sure everyone in Africa knows someone in the diaspora who you can talk to, especially if they're also going to get something out of it. Many of them will not even get anything out of it. They will gladly help you. Getting to the mainstream is good, but start from somewhere. A lot of people are constantly just doing low, like lowest hanging fruit, and they're making so much money that is all they need. So think about that, right? What about the Afro diaspora? The ones who have affinity to Africa, they want to go back to Africa, they want to understand us, they want to. A lot of them are relocating to Ghana, they're building houses, they're spending millions because they understand that it costs them so little to go there and to stay here, right? And then you talk about the mainstream. But you cannot go to the mainstream if you don't try out your product, if you don't have proof of concept, if you don't have people who are reading about your product, people are demanding for it. When you go to the retail stores, the first thing they want to know is, are people buying your product? Give me evidence that people will buy this product. Then we will take it. And if you don't start with the first two options, it's going to be difficult for you to go to the mainstream. So that's what I encourage you to do when it comes to the people and places. So I have a little question before we move on, and I like you to leave. I'm gonna watch the YouTube video. Okay. Oh, sound quality is poor. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me see my microphone. I'm just looking at the. So, can you tell me if my sound quality is better now? Um, but in any case, so can you answer that question? There's going to be a prize for anyone who gets the answer. So think about it and drop your comment. I'm watching. I'm looking at the chat now. I'm waiting for your comment. Just drop your comment. Right. Drop your comment. Drop your comment. Drop your comment. I'm waiting. Anyway, to save time, I'm just going to quickly move on. So the number one compliance problem that we face as African is what? Guess what? Packaging, labeling of our products. Labeling mistakes result in more than 22%. of all detentions in the United States, more than 22% of products that are being detained or sent back to Africa is because of simple mistakes. So the third P framework I teach is for you to decide on how to package, label, and brand your product. All right. Yes, I see someone got it. Ademola, Adedamola compliance problem. Okay, we're taking note of that. We're definitely going to give you your gift. You're spot on. Packaging and labeling. And this is not, it shouldn't be a problem. Honestly, I'm going to bust that myth for all of you for free. I'm going to bust it because let me tell you one thing about, especially for agricultural food product. If you can get your packaging right, the US government does not require anything from you, anything for you to sell in the US. They don't require nothing, just packaging and labeling. That's and I'm going to show you how to do that. If you get that right, you can sell your product with all confidence in Walmart, in Costco, so long as they're willing to get your product from you. All right. So it's important to think about how your packaging may need to change for the target market. You need to translate to native language. You need to adapt your packaging to local taste, your labeling requirements, and other rules. Also, you need to change your packaging to a way that you can maintain the condition during international shipping of your product so you can preserve it. So in the US, like I said, the Food and Drug Administration are the agency that regulates your packaging and all of that. Now, all they need basically is not a lot. The name of your product, the manufacturer, distributor's name and address, the weight of the product. The weight, not in kilograms, but in pounds and ounces. You can do kilograms and pounds and ounces, yes, but you cannot do kilogram alone, right? They want to see the ingredients that is in that product, whether it's single source, maybe tea, coffee. Sometimes you can go get away without labeling them because it's just coffee is coffee. But most times they're not. You're required to show your ingredient using nutritional label. I'm going to show you a nutritional label and all of that, right? Number of servings per product, serving size, calories, your fat, cholesterol, sodium, protein, carbohydrate, vitamins, minerals, all of this you require to show them in your packaging. So again, pounds and ounces, not kilograms and grams. All right. So it's very simple. You're supposed to do that. And if you want to do that, you also have to have the FDA facility number. Any product coming out of the US, they don't want you to sell food products that will cause trouble here. They want to at least be able to trace it into a facility where it is packaged. And for you to have an FDA facility, it's not a lot. It's actually free on their website if you know what to do. But we can do that for you. For a nominal fee, we can get you an FDA facility number. So you can put your number on your package and just send it all over the place. Send it all over the US. Talk to all your friends 10, 20, 30, 50, 60. Before you know it, you have a massive distribution channel and you're selling your product. You're producing locally, you're making money in dollars. I mean, there's no better way for you to do that. So our program will teach you how to create your labeling to make it FDA compliant. We will show you how to generate your nutritional label easy. And I'll show you the nutritional label because that's one thing that I've seen people struggle with all the time. So let me quickly say this. I'm going to give you two acts for free. You're not going to pay for it. I'm going to give you two acts for free on how you can generate, you can build, you can package a product that conforms to FDA labeling requirement. And the first one is you go to a US store online, go to an online store, locate the aisle that is selling the product that you want to bring in, find one or two or three of them, and just look at the picture. Just that's what they call growth hacking, reverse engineering the packaging. Follow it, one, same thing, follow, replicate it. Because if those products are selling on Walmart, on Costco, then if it conforms to FDA, you can use that. And if you prefer to have a physical product, you have the time, tell your friends and family when they come to the US, tell them to go into a store, tell them to get you a product, buy that product that you want to sell, tell them to bring it to maybe one or two brands and just copy that. Trust me, that's an easy act for you. And then when you're done, you can now look at the FDA rules or you can send it to us so we can help you evaluate it just to be sure that everything conforms to what is needed. All right. If you're getting value here, I'd like you to leave your comment. And if you've not liked or shared this video, do so. And I need you to also consider following my YouTube channel so that when I have more videos like this, you will get notification as well. So I spoke about nutritional label. It's that part of the food label where nutritional information is presented. You make sure the panel is informative enough so that customer would have the confidence that they're buying products that will not harm them. And easy. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. That's a nutritional label. That's what it looks like. That's what a nutritional label is. And we have a program, the Export and Prosper program, that if you sign up to join, but you have to first become a member of the hub, which is free. You go to trade. A lot of you are already a member of the hub. Within the hub, we have a program, Export and Prosper. If you join, we're going to show you how to generate your nutritional label for free. Because for me, it took me the first product I made, it took me a lot of headache. How do I break this product down into all of these things? How do I get the numbers and all of that? And when I figured it out, I'm like, oh my God, what you don't know, you don't know. And when you know, how do they say that? When you know, right? When you know. So now I know, and I'm gonna show you for free as well how to do that, right? So I promise I'm going to spend 30 minutes. I've already spent 33 minutes, but I would love to get to at least 4 before I stop. So, but that will reduce the number of time I will have for question because at 45 minutes, I have to end this broadcast. So if you have a question, please drop it down. I'm going to look through the chat and I'm going to be able to pick your question for you. So take time out, think about your question and drop it in it for me. Now, I'm going to go to pricing. That is my number 4 key framework. I told you some people are selling, but they're not making profit. If you can get your pricing right, then you'll be happy because what's the purpose of doing all the work and you're not making profit, right? What's the purpose of what's the goal? What would be your benefit, right? If you're making okay, I see some questions. Emmanuel, answer. I'm Profi. Hang on, I'm going to answer your question. Ademola, I'm going to answer your question. So hang on, I'm going to get there. As soon as I'm done with this number 4, I'm going to just stop and I'll take your question. Right? It's one of the most difficult challenges for exporters, even for experienced one. You do not want to overprice, and you do not want to price too low. Because when you price too low, they think your product is below standard, right? So the first thing you want to do is determine what type of market positioning do you want for your product, right? What type of perception? You want value for money, general purpose goods so anybody can afford to buy, or you want to be known as premium, it's organic, it's not for everybody, only those who can afford it. Determine that you can price high and you do not need to sell too many for you to meet your goal. Or you can price low and sell as much as possible so that you meet your numbers. If there's low entry barriers, a lot of people can sell the same thing you're selling. You may as better well compete on price. You compete on price because I tell you, cassava, Gary is Gary. maybe Gary Jebu. Now, if I see cheaper somewhere else, I'm gonna go after that one. I don't care about Gary will always be Gary. It's fried the same way. So what makes it special? If it's cheaper, I'm gonna buy. So you have to consider your pricing structure and what you want to convey. So traditionally, right, determining your pricing depend on the cost of production and all the logistic cost of tariff, customs, currency, fluctuation, the exchange rate, transportation, taxes, distribution, percentage to retailers. All of this would affect your price. For me, in my journey, for me, what I recommend to my students, right, is a rule of thumb that you can use to determine what price to sell your product overseas or locally, whatever. And I'm going to show you, I think I have it here. I'm going to say, yeah, it's right on the screen, right? The first part, let's say you want to sell for $10. First, go see products in that same category, same sizes. What's an average price? $10. Okay, $10 so you can do 10, 11, 12, or 9, 8. You're still playing safe. Take a number that you fancy, depending on your strategy for assessing the market. If you want to do value for money, then take the lowest end of pricing that is, the average in the market and say 30% is the actual cost of production per unit. And I know you understand what I'm saying. If you make 100 products, you have to average it to be able to determine what's the average cost per one. So if you take 30% of that retail price and you say, if I make 30% of $10 to be my cost of production, does that make sense? Then you look at that 30%, does it actually cover my cost of production? If it does, then you're good. That's good for you. Number two, the cost of getting this product to market, sending it overseas, blah, blah, until it gets to customers. Can 30% of that same $10 cover that? If you think you're going to spend an average of that or less, then you're good. And you now have maybe 40% left. That should be your whole markup profit margin. Now, depending on how much money you want to make, if 30% is not good enough for actual cost, or 30% is not good for logistics, you can take out of your 40% to to meet up with the first and the second one. If you get to 20% profit margin, if you think you're good with that, good luck to you. If you want to like make 40, then you can negotiate those 30-30. So you have 40% to play around. Whatever is left is your profit margin. If at the end of the day you stay within your $10, you're good to go. That's how you're going to be able to price your product. And then you may now say, what can I do to maintain this $10? What can I do to make my cost of production not to be 30% of the retail price per unit? Do I go source better where I can get it cheaper? Do I invest in other production materials that will make to spend so much money? This is how you play around. When you figure things out at this level, it's easier to scale. But if you're jumping into market without thinking through, trust me, I've seen people supplying a lot of product and they're not making money. It's just a lot of work for them. So you want to figure out your pricing. The rule of thumb in my program, Export and Prosper, I go deep. I go deep. We crunch the numbers. But because of this training, I can't go too deep. But the sum total of the three costs should take you to a comfortable and competitive unit pricing, right? That should still make your product competitive and not too high compared to other products. So, like I said, you have to continue to tweak until you get to a good balance where your unit cost and logistic costs are covered with enough margin for personal profit. That's it. If you can use this, you'll be fine. And so, on that note, I'm at 40 minutes. I'm going to I'm going to have to stop because Um, the time is well spent. So I'm going to look at your question now. Need overseas agent or distributor for our product? Absolutely. Listen, Mr. Isaac Adeoye, reach out to us, reach out to my team, drop your comment here, um, and you can join the hub. We have I did a search today, we have over 25 US businesses who are looking for African product in the hub that you are in. For those of you who are there that are actively looking. So the values is there, but you have to find it and you have to work with us to be able to help you. All right. Uh, how do we deal with USDA and FDA certification? Like I said, let me take FDA first. I've showed you everything you need to know for FDA. But if you need someone that will hold your hands, reach out to us. We will help you. I'm looking sideways because I'm looking at my second screen at your question. So forgive me. I just showed you everything you need to know with FDA. The biggest take here is the FDA facility license number. FDA is saying that you're producing food product overseas. We don't know where it's made. We don't want you to send us product that will harm us here. But if you can follow our processes and we have you registered and we can track where you are and we can visit your facility at any point in time, then we would allow you just by placing that number on your packaging to sell your product in the US. The USDA is basically the United States Department of Agriculture. It's not for all product, but for specific product. And I'm just going to give you an example of that. When you sell dried product, you're mostly safe. But when you're selling anything that is live, that is not dried, live plant, live animal, fresh, then you need to deal with USDA. That's another layer of certification and approval before your product can cross into the country. I think the major problem of product safety standard getting value. How do we go about product sampling? Product sampling and testing. So the hub is designed in a way that when people are interested in buying your product, they would ask for samples of your product, right? And when you send the sample to them, they'll be able to, check it, analyze it, and then make up their mind if they want to, buy product from you. Alternatively, we ran an incubation for 6 months in a white dominated retail mall, and we did sampling in front of places. And we can do all of that for you. If you have a particular product you're needing help for us to help you with sampling and testing of the market, let us know. We would gladly work with you on that note. So, ladies and gentlemen, in summary, I would like to encourage you to join our program, the Export and Prosper program is right here. It's an opportunity for you to learn so much more. I cannot even begin to tell you. It's what we call an end-to-end solution. People can do a lot of things, but nobody can do everything we do. Warehousing your product, selling your product, teaching you what you need to do, guiding you through shipping your product, and all of that. What else do you need? Nothing. End to end, all of the things that you need, we provide it for you. So I think we're running a promotion now. You can join us. Go to trade.usafricahub.com. If you're already there, go to under premium section, sign up to the Export and Prosper program. I do not have time to tell you everything that is in this program, but you can see it on my screen. 10 modules, step by step training, developing your export strategy, um, one on one call with me and some of my colleagues. Company name, someone is asking for company name. The company name is US Africa Trade and Business Network under the up, and then my personal consulting business is Paysetters Agency. My social media handle is Meet Gbenga. The organization handle is US Africa Hub. US Africa Hub will take you to our Instagram, our LinkedIn, which one again, and our Twitter, and even our website. Our website is trade.usafricahub.com. All right, I think that's all the question. Yeah, so that's all the benefit for you guys. If you're interested, you get life coaching with me every month. We can, look at your product, see what we need to do, done for you template. If you need to reach out to buyers, what you need to say to them, how to say it to them, we give it all to you. And let me tell you, we give you the list of buyers and distributors in the US. Those who are actually buying, we give you the entire list. So it's all on you. I encourage you to join, and I can assure you there's nothing as good as this out there. For those of you who are serious, and if you choose not to join this program, it's all good. A lot of what we do not because we want to get people. We just love to share this knowledge. So it's all on you. Make up your mind, and then I will see you inside the hub. Before you leave, make sure you follow my channel so that you can learn a lot more from me on this expert journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. All right, I see you're clapping. You can clap for me. Yeah. Okay, Shuko, great job. So, if you think you've gotten value here, drop a comment here so we know. And if there's other things you would like to learn from us, we're listening. I'll see you inside the hub. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So, head out to, if you haven't joined us now, head out to trade.usafricahub.com and sign up. All right. Thank you, everyone. And until next time, I encourage you to be inspired to succeed. Cheers.